said the other two Jan no cre inra your witness say UEFA Champions League game back semi-final and so your best share another big game. Ma menya ne kitwe bi won enra game na memfa me concentration embra na de ne so. Arsenal etne fie elusu 1-0 against PSG. Na a very close game between these two sides. Small details and a separate size no between Arsenal then PSG. Small details being a separate size no. Na a game of moments. Game changer than individual brilliance. And these small details a separate two sides no. The first 20 minutes I was game no. You say PSG4 enya sa momentum no. PSG4 in the first 20 minutes omunya sa momentum no. Omutimi attract say omo press no to the left side. So you share game na the first 20 minutes anytime biano PSG4 attracted press no about the left side. Left side no eye baby a na hu say Nuno Mendes mo eda ento mo attracted pressure no at the left side a no ma manipulate midfield no by omo off ball movements. So the first 20 minutes PSG4 edit some momentum munya some momentum omo the pressure AC Arsenal so no omo make sure say ombe manipulate midfield no with omo off ball movements e ho ne hu say Vitinha mo Joao Neves omo nkra ball no ombe tima manipulate a create space a Dembele betima be occupy sa space no. The moment at the first 20 minutes Dembele be occupy sa space no much as yes omo attack over the wide area no much stretch Arsenal for boku no. That was the reason why omo go ni mpokra no yehu se Kvaratskhelia e connect abrante e friend say Dembele. So clearly the first 20 minutes na team e friend say PSG omo osa momentum no bibia na ekoye de mo omo anomu timi take isa chance no omo take isa momenta omo de show omo first goal. After the first 20 minutes se ube kan pokra na the time a PSG fo nya asa momentum no abrante friend say Dembele go no onya passes na 26 sequence of passes. PSG4 pass a ball no nko ato aso 26 times. So the first 20 minutes PSG4 na gather asa momentum no. But after 20 minutes Arsenal ba game nim Arsenal so gather some momentum no. Arsenal pick omo pieces together. Omo shase say omo neutralize PSG boboko no. Omo create omo chances by problem at Arsenal. FSC kakra ni say omo drew the final third. Sa composure was omo de kill omo chances. Omo nya 3 big chances wo game nim. By that composure na was omo nya e the ball ne twat nem no. Omo ntimi nya sa de no. And ye individual brilliance from Donnarumma. E wo game nim Donnarumma enra numre what kind of performance are 5 saves and or the my team friend say PSG at the time and PSG for here no at the time I pressure about PSG so no omunya goalkeeper otimigina na naso e show personality e save e PSG bobuko no sa 5 saves no e boa ma PSG for e stay wo game nim ken meni ni padodo na ya adwen say patena one bo game ni bi in a way e affect Arsenal bobuko ne kakra e ye no kre meni omo ya adwen ye wo games bi wo ho a Pataisi akandi ama Arsenal, ankoye ama Pate, ankoye ama Arsenal. When you're the best of games, by your games ni bia, se Pate wo game ni ma, ni influence. And enra game no clearly. So what check after the game na Pate trendy, yebo game na Pate trendy because this season se Arsenal be attack yon be effective pana. Eye how Declan Rice ebe ma join the attack no. Enti anytime be Arsenal be effective wo opponent half no. Na eye Declan Rice when ya lances to move forward. And play your mother Declan Rice our lances to move forward. Abra onsro nechi no eye Pate. So enra na Declan Rice operate as a hybrid. Obeko no aba. Enti ama Arsenal attack no when ya sa lances no to operate. As it stands now, PSG 1-0 win no mukonya ye no. Eye advantage edema PSG by enye over. 1-0 PSG were advantage by enye over. Second leg no and be deciding why and be qualify by as it stands now. PSG for no after munya asa victory no omenya that slim advantage omo hwenim so betima qualify by game no came to me when they say still na no Paris and be decide e open kakra 1-0 ni over for a team friend say Arsenal and a big game no because who Spain Barcelona Inter Milan. So we check UEFA Champions League this season the best attacking team in terms of making sure say obeshe goals Barcelona was 37 goals in the UEFA Champions League. No club and watch goals say in Barcelona. And to bet my target Barcelona say, oh yeah, the best attacking team this season UEFA Champions League as it stands now. Omo ba be facing the best defensive side ewo UEFA Champions League nim because UEFA Champions League ni baby a ya ba dru no team a on concede goals kese pa no Inter Milan wa concede just 5 goals team a wa keep clean sheet kese pa Inter we keep 8 clean sheets into the best attacking team versus the best defensive team and the Beshia mini ni padodo na asa ya adwen say team my friend say Barcelona na ye favorite to game we mu because one Inter Milan for form of the game we no enye the best. Losing on the last 3 games, abro mo be share Barcelona. Omo form enye the best. And Inter Milan in yebo boku okọ Barcelona fi dominating Barcelona. O check you omo 6 times omo akọ Barcelona fi akwa share Barcelona no ontimi nko share Barcelona. We lose mu 5 a draw 1. Enti Barcelona etine fie no ni Inter Milan aba. Barca enya good results ahead of Inter Milan. So at the Barcelona eto obi a ebeka say oye favorites. And I will check your current performance this season. Barcelona was through SA Inter Milan. So many will be BIA against Barca and your favorite was a game with you. Name to me underrated Inter Milan team in this season. Because Inter Milan team in our experience, especially at this level. The last time I hear a story, we say the entire Barcelona setup, Omo met me abo UEFA Champions League semi-final. No, Omo also say Inter Milan 4 players. No, so through this stage, experience account, Inter Milan also experience nibi. Again, Inter Milan, in as much as Omo from the best individually, Omo good materials. Every department on the field of play, from goalkeeper, midfield, defense, every department, Inter Milan for good materials and Omo good coach. I will bet Master Senioma. And to me underrated Inter Milan Bobukono. But dear about these 2 teams here say Omo Sia Kanya, Hansi Flick, and Simone Inzaghi. Omo 2 coaches are Omo Sanwe Jumano Omo team so. And for say Inter Milan yoman koye no Simone Inzaghi send Sanwe Jumano ewo ho Hansi Flick in Sanwe Jumano ho so there is a tactical identity at the both clubs for Inter Milan bobuku no say omu sia kan a so clear 3 at the back obe usuni 2 wing backs Denzel Dumfries as a right wing back no we use Dimarco as a left wing back now about 3 central midfielders Nicolo Barella Chahanoglu and Mkhitaryan 3 central midfielders. Now we use to complementary center forward role. 2 players were in him a different profiles, but more complementing each other very well. No about 2 top. Adia about Simone Inzaghi team ni say, omo emphasize mostly on compactness. And to Okosia Inter Milan, omo a very disciplined in terms of defense. Omo a very compact. That's the reason why so far in the Champions League, omo now concede fewer number of goals. Keep more clean sheet because defensively, omo a well organized. And omo use so quick transition. Inter Milan 4 players in your team omo je bo omo gina ball ni so che. Omo je ball na no omo ye very direct. Omo hwe players omo anim ho. Omo hwe Lautaro Martinez. Omo hwe Thuram say omo take it off. Enti omo je ball no say no omo try so do opposition half. Enti omo make sure say omo use so quick transition. Then again omo use tactical flexibility and adaptation. Enti omo kosia team bia na every style bia de bebe bia no omo timi adapt to style no omo try so neutralize your play. And almost style of play no more bono. Oma huode no. 2 aspects. Okosia Inter Milan under Simone Inzaghi. Now person stop your man. Intiene. Barcelona be winning game na. The first thing how on best stop your wing backs no. Inter Milan in use natural wingers. Ente Dimarco and Denzel Dumfries and they provide width. Sa 2 players no more pretty as wing backs no. Se omo opportunity as a forwarder. Omo good deliveries into opposition box. Omo crosses here very good. Omo timi the ball to cut back. Not 3 central midfielders no. I be shooting from distance. And at time you omo timi make key passes. So only Inter Milan ikosia kanya. Baby also they can stop you on your wing backs. Dimarco and Denzel Dumfries. So in this case, Barcelona ebe limited sa 2 players no. Barca Lamine Yamal or Rafinha. I was say omo pini Inter Milan 4 wing backs no. Omo ntimi nse forward bebree. Lamine Yamal and Rafinha etimi pini oma. Limitation of forward movement aba. Omo ntimi encrossable en feed omo forwards no. So what stop it omo wing so and Barcelona Lamine Yamal and Rafinha. Any my dear friend said the wide press in here. So what's a Barcelona stop it omo wing backs no. Then omo 3 central midfielders. Barella, Chahanoglu, Mkhitaryan. Sa 3 midfielders we can in confirm credit to omo. But me a very good and omo ti omo ho ase. Ball technicians. Omo ball skills was through. Omo ability to calm the game. Come off so a distributive boss no was through bebree. So in this case, I was a Barcelona mum and a control ball ni bebree won finfin ho. And in terms of central control, Barcelona was through or Pedri, or Frankie Dion or Danny Olmo. Ferran Torres drop the Beckham, Rafinha on the left side, a movie inside the Beckham. So much numbers in the midfield, a control game they can see at the moment. So Barca be winia, how our Barca ever stop inter wing backs. Now almost 3 central midfielders no enhuso. So stop us adiena Thuram and Lautaro Martinez. Omunya supplies no mo peno. Ba omo wing backs and omo midfielders no who game ni so a. Ho no omo forward players ne be panisho. By game we Barcelona be hia nyoma 4 na me de Manuesi. Lewandowski in Siakan. Inter Milan defenders no physically omo osoro. Good in terms of upper body strength. So anka Lewandowski woma, Lewandowski na be ha omo 3 back no. But in this case Lewandowski in Siakan. So adie be ma Barcelona ashe goals ni nyoma 4. Die di kan exploitation of spaces, manipulating of spaces, scanning of spaces, and invading of spaces. Because Inter Milan for be defending very well. Only Lewandowski oba battle with opponents ni players no. So when they be creating spaces in the Barcelona,
okay.
When they incredible be running into channels into Barcelona, also manipulating space, invading space, scanning space, no more exploiting spaces, and in this case, play on him sad any yekesi pano. Danny Olmo. Lamine Yamal bit more attractive players at the abandoned chain. Rafinha ate me moving into spaces because or your good scanner. Pedri a bit more breaking lines. A game back ken. Adia Barcelona be here. Omon fabo in Trumrika. Maybe Casim we actually one. Unim say Inter Milan team nina. Play our cover distance can see a pan make catcher or yembesho. A yomu goalkeeper. The entire Inter Milan setup. Omu goalkeeper Yan Soma. Distance covered this season was Champions League. A 39.8 kilometers. Omu players, outfield players, no, omu mpemrike tu. Omu jina fako. So what's the Barcelona the boni Trumrika?
Okay, well.
What's the majority of omu players no, age no, akachi omu. So se Barca use high movement on bet me the BT Inter Milan. A game bakwa on paper, to be honest with you, Barcelona she game nasi as favorites. Barcelona be here good results. Na return leg na nkonko ye dia Barca. Advantage Barcelona.
Advantage Barca. Barca Inter. Okay. Odolson, Kwame Wie, Bremer.
Okay, Ken. Arsenal
the players be more for pa.
But just
say, "Omon betomachi."
Why ma?
I say Lautaro Martinez na Obromo nyinaso. Ana.
Oh. Yeah, so. The thing say, I mean, just 2 minutes about the Arsenal game and let me move on. I think say PSG4 no omucha picture be the tray and say they are very very good team but they have a bad defense. Now interestingly obi amin susu da so be save PSG no na so far he's been carrying them on Donnarumma. PSG team no omuni ball no ball e draw him from midfield to attack. They play well. Omo well coached, unlike previous PSG team ayenim no. We no, we say coach ehihye wo mo say see any style of play. Because for a coach to convince Dembele, say Dembele, free wings wanna ball as a false 9 no. Eden. And now no many Liverpool boy. Yeah, but now say we're doing analysis. Ni eka say the role of Dembele and the Liverpool because Dembele force 9 now bono. Debiano omo prepro. PSG for that say come and press us. So go pimpia bono. Vitinha, Joe Neves, Fabian Ruiz. Omo pass bono. No more that say bravo, brand press ye. O press so man no more pass bono dia to uchi. Dembele debut beje bono from midfield. You remember that analysis that we did? Uba no more bobo no diamo. Look, go in at that television so no. Where Liverpool dia no. The same thing they see Arsenal dia no. Omo do wa mama Arsenal. Omo do wa uba. Either somebody di Nuno Mendes wa na say William Pacho na Dembele abefa ball no finfin. Against Liverpool, similar style. And on see a goal against Arsenal, similar style. They have a good coach, but their problem. Because Ken, game number 9. Acquire Kivicha Kvaratskhelia. Look at the goal. Ne Kivicha Kvaratskhelia of a baller during team, but not on team. He was tormenting him. Into Debbie and Declan Rice, a human say during team, but not on team Kivicha Kvaratskhelia into Debbie about double up. When did you go nearby? Watch this. Bono Kivicha for ball. during Timber ain't him. Declan Rice did me care about Bekambi. So he left Dembele. And only as some know. When they are say, Pate or let me tell you this. Pate ebe close to. No, I'm just showing you something. Pate close during Timber. And you Declan Rice. Ejumane say on never be share space na Dembele eja ho no. Watch this. So the entire problem no make us say Pate o anye necessarily say Pate na ebe bibio. But Declan Rice will play as an number 8 or cover our spaces no. But Mikel Merino was late and they took advantage of it. PSG echire ho no game when you open and now referee disappoint you. PSG could have gone 2-0 way a clear penalty. Champions League na level na ye drew no. Mistakes bi o ho a costly. We when you be 2 legs now we are discussing this incident. Clearly, we beat Bukayo Saka, we beat Saliba, and once we beat Jurgen Timber. Jurgen Timber, he has no idea where the ball is. So, Shadia, now Jane any ball no so. Now Jini na was said, me kwa tam, me ko bama kwa no not form. Vow ho refuse ho yes boy. Look, referees, they should be very careful. Bianca asked, I know who say goal. Bukayo Saka. What the body if you no Mendes system ko share referee hwehwe chese uhun de oye chese wanje penalty amanko for ni say referee say foul. Bukayo Saka he did not foul Nuno Mendes. Men to answer no so na menka Barcelona game no so. Ken the tiene say the ma Simeone Inzaghi team eya akono. Ono so share one coach one master in the 3-back system. Na no our the basic rules are unfair niago the 3 center backs no so we center back when you normally ope won fifi because you need the experience to read the game well and until I mean work up to today on for Francesco Achebe niagro Achebe onyi o we 37 years or 38 no konto dwani mu nyina go still oda so boy Inter Milan and na kra nyam wa so be gina fifi habo center backs on the be show mu fifi habo. It's on front spine in Diago, the goalkeeper, the center backs, the midfield, and any one you know on Feniagro. Any one you know, this is why my conversation is Ken. Simeone team, no more about number 10 and number 9. No, you need to have some level of understanding between the two. Into time will be a necessary understanding, no. I to say Simeone team now or the bar Lazio or the Lazio called Champions League by winning for Frimo in a round of 16. You know that team he had Ciro Immobile and Joaquim Correa. Look at that understanding between them. Oba Inter Milan, Obanya Romelu Lukaku. What did I mention? Lukaku, Lautaro Martinez. Not understanding that was saying. In Siasa between those two, no, that was saying. He was good. In team, no, Debiano it revolves around these two players away anymore as I say understanding ewo now say Lukaku koye wakofa similar profile Marcus Thuram ediaba Marcus Thuram and Lautaro Martinez obian for Lukaku because that understanding is there. Now this is why the problem is time a Lukaku wo no ade Lukaku nya fit no edinje ko ba ye hu difference bia bebre sa. But many teremini Anatovic modie. Inti enano to ram a free team no. One say but it say Inter Milan they struggle. Obeka say team nyade omo yade o. But they are lacking that Thuram presence anymore. And then we are going to see Thuram in the game. Now, and my game no interesting because the last time a Barcelona share team about 3 at the back. If you do remember, Dortmund away league. Barcelona 3-1. Dortmund is surprising Barcelona about 3 at the back. So Barcelona had problems. Me can the assist you say. Me a sure pass coach Hansi Flick knowing very well the experience of one send the players bare 15 days ni omobo games close to bare 10. I'm say omobo games about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. And also players no more brebre. The Barcelona players are tired. Especially their last game. Real Madrid essence stretchy woman. Clearly, wow, we share Barcelona game after extra time walk on in and players now to say they are tired. Now, say I want ni wa say high press and I was a coach no low and kakra. because game no ye mbon wie o Montjuic ye bebo wie wo San Siro. Okay. You see, I'm expecting them. I don't expect that too much high line. Yembo omon say so kakra. Inter Milan will try and defend because on him say up a good result. Olusu defense of 1-0 crowd ope because when you say you call Milan na game ni different. It is a Inter Milan is a idea ni eba. Those little chances Barcelona get, and they said we are wasteful when you want, and then they need to be very clinical. Me expect Barcelona double chance.
Double chance, Barca.
Can Inter hard. Mat say Di Marco nkomo na moody. Di Marco this season who so not because on the Ponyadi we pra. Na Agosto ni more defensive. Agosto no me born as a left center back in na defensively or you good. Inti san common me so say Di Marco fitness ni nyamba gidi sa na wo ba away game then you play Agosto. Sene baya Di Marco will be fit for the away game because Edu Milan wana who pesa wo attack here. But Lamine Yamal no ken na no share Spain o share Italy e wo Euros oyo mo dan anya Di Marco na ball left back oyo ne dan anya Bastoni ni Califiero wanya o mo tsesa nkwada sa kwada no. You don't map a strategy against him. Just pray. Say, oh, who game no so? Because Lamine Yamal no born a bar.
Well, Yemfa and Rinsiori Elders and then Emma Rinfi say Montjuic, you know, a game Cassena Air Barcelona. But Biggie,
Ken,
you know, come okay.
Ken, Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain. And now I feel say Arsenal Bobo from the start of the game, they didn't understand the kind of assignment they had. No Montier Jumanase. So, Champions League now qualification now in the home side. You shake game as here. Unjaima away side didn't take control over the game. No, more said you're no neighbor home. Now Wababa than the away side. It's Arsenal right from the start of the game. The kind of assignment and now Arsenal Bobokuni and that is number one. Number two, the aggressive press of the Paris Saint-Germain team. Now Arsenal any antidote to that. Anytime Arsenal get hold of the ball, Paris Saint-Germain and Arsenal and swinging those passes together. So I pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the atwaso. Now they have built that kind of momentum game anymore. At the aqua results. Paris Saint-Germain and yes, Adiano. It's unya born as an Arsenal player. You are going to see Paris Saint-Germain players are more also, especially players are no more dangerous. Bukayo Saka no many other players, they create that kind of overloads for you. Said ye beya unya kwine. Now we pretty and so a game nimu. Now man me have Paris Saint-Germain. It's a mani difficult. Edema Arsenal Bobo Kono. Point number 3. The interpositional changes of the Paris Saint-Germain attack. Ken, a mani difficult for any form of defense or stop yomo. Game no from the start and I say minute 0. Game ne corner nim. Ekoko to the 28 minutes. Ewana Kivicha Karaskalia. Any desired way. A switch position. We are kwa that way dabre na we so about that way dabre. It is all a player. I would defend against these two. Before about warming who into the game. Now be monitor the kind of style they are going to play today. Now unya that understanding. No be how I'll be tackle omono. No more switch position. It's your friend a new player now also be down channel. Also be plan another strategy. I'll be map the tackle on so and also be defending against or no. It made it very difficult for the Arsenal laterals. Some be handed these players. It's your friend later. Player friend said Julian Timber decided said you obey answer or call the man-to-man marking and the OJ ball and I'm the water form. And it wasn't still working for the Arsenal team. Or quite fast so go in the buyer. Osman Dembele as a number 9 and in a position bako. Shall be a cocoa far ball around the center circle. At the ball push here. Sabreno, not the defensive man of a Arsenal Bobo Kono, Aqua good 18-yard area anymore. It's almost defending. Where the defensive midfielder is supposed to be. There was nobody because that decline rise Makwa came. Marino who said and moving back. Also drew Osman Dembele in China, over focusing on the player, he was focusing on the ball. And on Usura 18-yard area anymore. Kwa defenders now. It's the Arsenal defense. No who come first to handle Paris Saint-Germain Bobo Kono because of the interpositional changes of the 3 attackers over the Paris Saint-Germain anymore. And he played to the advantage of the Paris Saint-Germain team. Arsenal warming who into the game, the few chances they got before the end of the first half, Now was saying Carlos Martinelli making sure so better Canadian Martina. He got a glaring opportunity by far, the best opportunity in the game. When Timmy Amobo and fan to Atenum, kudos to Edo Naruma. Can you catch Champions League in common was now Madrid Dia? People talk about Thibaut Courtois. The kind of saves obey a Juma or Real Madrid post mu, a carry Madrid on even to the final. No, I make it saves our final. I get trophy the Real Madrid no. And now Donnarumma as a goalkeeper was the Thibaut Courtois for the Paris Saint-Germain team. At the BSS goalkeeper, he keeping the team. Ewo game Mubiano, Abranti and the that crucial save in the first half at the dying numbers. Keep Paris Saint-Germain in the game. In the second half, around the 55th minute, he made another save from Leandro Trossard. And also keep you in the game. And for me, a Jumana or eso any broso. But clearly, Arsenal born on boy against Paris Saint-Germain, especially with the defense. Actually, say, Adiana Arsenal here is on clinical. There are a lot of lapses in the Paris Saint-Germain defense because they have one style and it's difficult to defend it. And going into the second leg, Paris Parc des Princes. Clearly, say Arsenal in Niema year obet me BBD film, especially when they will go through and you Champions League. It is not over for Arsenal, but how to do it second leg has become the problem. I am sure say Thomas Partey Beba. Now Marino especially be move it to the normal position. And say your body mass na ma goals ne ba no. And you bet me as Sadia mass na bobo no. Deservedly. Na Queen no SFata Paris Saint-Germain. They did well and on before the 3 maximum points. But they over. Can between Barcelona and Inter Milan bobo no. Be 2 weeks ago. Na teams me no way teams are almost the same vision and the focus for this season. No be empire born the targets and so bet me aje the treble. Between these two teams. Barcelona they are on course. La Liga no da soro. Champions League no da so waje Copa del Rey. So the vision or dream for the treble is still on course. On the other hand, Inter Milan they are assessor because Coppa Italia and AC Milan are you omo free. O yi omo free mu wie ye no. Omo last league game omo boy against AS Roma omo lose. It's league nso so soro na omo da normal science we free ho. As is omo trailing Napoli by 3 points. Enti adia seisia Inter Milan wo and it's obe focus no wa play wa Champions League ni mo. But Barcelona on the other hand, the kind of quality they have shown this time around, ebe ye den dia mo obi asa Barca bet na fie. No lose such a game. Oh yeah, no ni free one ma. Inter Milan ankasa as a team. The last travels or the Ako Spain nyina, the last 10 travels Ako Spain, Inter Milan in team win bi. Wa draw 7 and we lose 3. It's Inter Milan as a club, no matter the kind of quality they possess. So, of course, Spain are Champions League. A difficult at the manner. So, a grounds are, and Yaman Yam Fama Inter Milan. Apart from that, their last 4 matches, Inter Milan win. In the Champions League, throughout the season, now Inter Milan in more game are conceded 2 goals. But the last game they played in the Champions League against Bayern Munich, almost conceded 2 goals. It's clearly. All is not well for Inter Milan. Problem back Barcelona you free honoma and you be easy diamomo and it's on make sure some midfielder no. I can't no glue mobile ni bi. He is the pace setter and the tempo setter for Inter Milan team no. Most of the time once a goalkeeper na chebo ono na be get close to the defense no akwa jebo no. No carry ball na cheche passes no. It will no dictate pace na che how a ball no be call. If you want to stop Inter Milan uniform. A clear example was how many AC Milan game no. One starting game no obemu second half. First half Alsani na start here. Clearly na sa tokro ni because na Alsani ntimi nya adwuma no te se cha ha no glue. It is a Barca make sure so move yi na film. No free game ni mu a Barcelona benya a free room to operate in their midfield because the main orchestrator out. Baby e was Barcelona ye careful when it's a Rafinha mo game way to set your boy against Real Madrid no. He had a lot of chances against Real Madrid. The typical Rafinha minim no went to me and Shebi. So when you Robert Lewandowski, nimu honoma, men disrespect Ferran Torres, money other players on me baby shame no. But so Robert Lewandowski ni wa. Players are also standing to the test. The big guys in the team. It is all combined to set your boy against Real Madrid now. Especially when this season in the Champions League, per numbers, one are Barcelona best player. About 12 matches in the Champions League, or 12 goals and 7 assists, 19 goal contribution in the Champions League from 12 matches. Clearly, he's the best player by numbers. It will make sure in the absence of Robert Lewandowski, or best stepping up. No double Lautaro Martinez. And Rafinha this season, Champions League. May you Rafinha.
Okay.
Lautaro Martinez has 8 goals and 1 assist in the Champions League. On May Rafinha. Per the numbers game, Rafinha is far better than him this season or Champions League anymore. It will make sure so Bejinan and now so no year Jumano because the lead marksman is available. I don't see Barcelona losing. I feel Barcelona should win this particular game. Possibly a 2-0 win for Barcelona.
2-0 there's some co-final.
Ken, Sana was also
2-0 there's a co-final.
Yes.
Tiba sabe co-final. Or me co-final.
Before the last 4 matches in the day, Nanka will be Sammy and Hanka me Inter Milan. But per kwa my first bomb last 4 matches, no, I'm a lose trust. And the Inter Milan defensive setup with him.
Okay.
A straight win for Barcelona.
A straight win, Barca. Yefa and Insuana Membrana medium come because enche amufa amo power and so ebeba na ya